Just then write on the heading measure of central tendency. In class 9, we have divided this into three parts. First one we are calling as mean, then the mode and the median. Mean we are learning from the earlier classes. Average we know how to get the average marks. If you have total number of subject as 5, then how will you get the average marks? You are adding the marks in all subject and you are dividing by 5. Then that is the mean. Means we are learning mean from earlier classes. From class 7 we are learning. Mode means the value which occurs more frequently. Maximum number of time the value which we are getting, we are calling that as mode. And median also we are learning from the earlier classes, the mid value. Mid value is the median. All these things we know. Then in class 10, we have the formulas for finding the mean, mode and median. In earlier classes, we are able to tell the value orally by observing the given questions. But in class 10th, we have to use the formulas to get the solution of the questions. Then we are learning mean here. First we are learning mean. And in class 10, we have three methods for finding mean. But before this, mean we are able to get by two types of data. And one type we are calling this as continuous data and one we are calling as discontinuous data or discrete data. Discontinuous or discrete and other one is continuous. Then in class 10, if you are getting the question of 1 marks of mean, then that data maximum time we are getting the discontinuous data. And if the question is of 2 or 3 marks or 4 marks, then you are getting the data continuous. It means that here you are getting the class interval. Class interval we know. When we are getting the data having the class interval, then we are calling that as continuous data. And if you are getting the discrete data, suppose I am giving you some numbers. I am giving you the numbers as 1, 3, 4, 9, 11. And I am going to tell you find out the mean. Then in these types of data, we are calling these types of data as discontinuous. And if you are getting the data as the interval 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, then these data we are calling as continuous. This is clear to all. Note down all these values. Done? Done? Then in class 10, we have some formulas for finding the mean, and here we have the formula. The first method we are calling, the three methods we have for finding the mean, and the first method we are calling as the direct method. Methods we have for finding the mean, and the first method we are calling as direct method. The second one we are calling as assumed mean method. Assumed mean method. And the third one we have step deviation method. This time this is removed from the syllabus. These three methods we have. Direct method. Direct method you have done in class 9th. In class 9th we have some questions on the basis of the direct method. If you are considering the last question of that exercise, then the table is given to you and you are finding the frequency is also given. You are finding the class mark, then you are multiplying xi fi and you are dividing the sum of xi fi by sum of all the frequency. That you have done last year in the last question of class 9. Then that is a direct method, and these two methods are new for you. In direct method, what we have to do, we are representing mean by x bar. We are representing mean by x bar. Then in direct method, if you have to find x bar means the mean, then we are using this concept summation xi fi and value of I is 1 to n upon summation fi. Summation means the sum. This is the sigma, this is the symbol for sigma. This you are getting like this. And sigma means, this is symbol and we are calling this as sigma, and this means summation, summation we are calling, and we are going to add the values which we are getting in this. What is xi? Then xi we are calling as the class mark. How will you get class mark? Anyone in this class? How will you get class mark? Yes, good. What we know is the class intervals are given to you 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and these are the values of class interval. These we are calling as class interval. And if we have to find the class mark for this, means the xi, this is class mark, then how will you get? By adding these two and dividing by 2. You are getting by 10 plus 20, 15, 20 plus 30 upon 2. And these are the values of class mark. All of you are able to find class mark if class intervals are given, and that is xi. fi, frequency. Frequencies are given to you. How many values you are getting in the given interval. Suppose in 0 to 10 you are getting 25 numbers, then that is the value of frequency fi. Then we are going to multiply that to value xi into fi, and then there we have the sum of frequency. You have to add all the frequency, and on dividing the product, the sum of product of these two by the sum of frequency, you will get the mean of the given one. Then the second one we have assumed mean method, and in this method we are going to assume some value or fix some value, and that value we are choosing from the class mark xi. Here we are getting the values of xi, and out of these you may take any value as a. We are representing that value by a. A we are calling as assumed value. First of all, we have to find class mark. Then out of these value you may take any value as a. We are representing by a. Then one more value you have to find in this, and that is called di. How will you get di? Then di you are getting by solving this. Xi minus a. These are the values of xi. Suppose I am taking a as 5. Then di I am getting here 5 minus 5 0. For this value I am getting 15 minus 5 10. For this 25 minus 5 20. And I am getting a new column here for di. Means in this we are going to add one more column, and that we are calling as di. And if we have the value of di, then mean easily we are getting by x bar is equal to a plus summation fi di upon summation Fi. I equal to 1 to n, I equal to 1 to n. Note down all these values. If you are not able to observe the board, then sit on the second bench. Third one is removed this time by the CBSE board, but we have the formula x bar is equal to, I am not going to explain that one, but if we are using that is similar to this one also, the formula we are getting similar to this, and one more value we are getting as h. H means the length of the class or height of the class or size of the class. If you are multiplying by size of the class, we are calling that as step deviation. Only these two methods we are going to learn this year. Means 100% one question you are getting in the examination, because paper should be easy this time, and easily I think in standard we are getting the question on the basis of assumed mean method, and in basic we are getting the question on the basis of direct method. Then on the basis of this we are going to start the first exercise 14.1.